Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Billy with Craft and Cake with Billy. So today I thought we could work on some hidden note cards. Now these are some really cute junk journal add-ins, or you can use them for different things. I actually made some for recipe card holders as well as hidden note cards for junk journals. But these are super fun and super easy, and you can actually use your big pieces of scrap paper to make these because you can make them in all different sizes. And I will be doing a tutorial to show you exactly how I made them. First, I will show some examples of the ones that I have made. This was one that I made, and it holds secret notes, just extra paper for notes, and they're really simple to make, and I think you will enjoy them. This was the first one that I made, and then let's see, another one. Okay, I have this one, which is plain. The ones that I saw that another person made, I was inspired by MyPorchPrints. That's actually the first time I'd ever seen these, but it's such a neat idea. She doesn't really embellish hers, but you know, I'm a little extra, so I had to add some lace and a little bit of pizzazz to my hidden note cards. And I made all different sizes because I was kind of trying to use up my scraps. So I made like the smaller size there, and I love the vintage look. So this is another one that I made. This tag, I didn't make this tag, someone sent me that, but this one I made, and I added a pocket and a little belly band there so that you could actually add a tag. So that was another one, and then I just made that one with a little piece of material, and then these tiny little ones here. But these are perfect to put in your junk journals. They're also perfect for if you have like a recipe book or something like that you like to add recipes without having to you know, tear out pages, or you know, if you just have extra recipes hanging out, these are really wonderful ways to store your recipes and then stick them down into your recipe book. So this is one that I made for a recipe, and you can just take different recipe cards and stick them down in the bottom of your cute little pocket. And then you just stick the top back on there and you stick them in your recipe book. Cool, right? Yeah. So let me just show you how that actually looks inside. I'm gonna move this, and then we'll start on our tutorial so that we can get this done. But these are just so fantastic, and I'm so glad I ran across this. I was totally inspired by that wonderful crafter. She did such a magnificent job. Just give me 1 second here. I have a recipe book that I made last summer. You guys remember this one, but I'll take this out. I'm just going to show you what I mean by sticking it in your recipe books. So this is mine that I made here, and these cute little embellishments were made from Crafty Friends. One Ties Creates, and Lilo, I believe, Lilo Crafts. She made this one. So I just added them. Anyway, so you can just stick your recipes in there, and then add the top on there if I can find it. I have misplaced Anyway, you just put your top on there, and then it just sticks neatly in your recipe books. So it's a cute way to hold extra recipes so that you don't have your recipes flying everywhere, because that tends to happen when you have just different recipe cards. So just an idea. Now I think we can get to actually making some of these. They are so much fun, and I hope that you are inspired. So now if you have some extra craft paper, which I know we all do, we have extra craft paper laying around. These can be any size. So just for an example, I have a piece of scrap paper there, and it is just a strip cut off of my 12 by 12. So I think this is actually 4.5 by 12. So all you're gonna do is fold it in half just like that. No fancy tricks, just fold it in half. The next step, you can use a paper cutter or you can use scissors, and you're just gonna cut it in half. Okay, now you're just gonna take your handy dandy glue. I am using art glitter glue, the best glue in the land, I have come to find out. I'm telling you guys, I'm loving this art glitter glue. It's just so, look how easy it is to use, and I don't have to wait forever for it to come down to the bottom. And it has this cool little nozzle here that gives just the right amount of glue, and I'm not using a ton of glue. So I'm just gonna go around all 4 sides, just like that. And then the sides that you want on the outside, make sure they're facing outward. And then you're going to place one on top of the other. Just that simple. Just that simple. Who knew? Okay. And because my cuts were not as precise as they should have been, I do have some overhang, and that is fine, because we can just snip off the overhang. No worries. Okay, that's done. If you have an edge cutter or edge punch or whatever you call them, you can use those, but I like to use the rounded edges to round my edges, just like this, all 4. And it's just that simple. If you don't have an edge punch, you don't have to use one. Or if you would like rounded edges, you could just use scissors. So there's always a way of working around it. All right, I'm gonna take my vintage oxide, distress oxide, vintage photo, and I'm gonna ink around all sides, just to give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of age, a little bit of pizzazz. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. And then this is the cool part. Now you can cut this. You can either cut it in thirds, cut a third of it off. You can cut a quarter of it off. I like to go kind of closer to third. I'm going to use my paper cutter to do this, just so that I get a straight cut. All right, so I'm going to get about a third of this and cut it off. Can you see me? Okay, so just gonna cut it just like that, and you have something that looks like this. Cool. All right, now you're gonna do the exact same thing. You're just gonna take your ink and you're gonna go around the pieces that have not been inked. Cool. Okay. Some people like a lot of ink. Some people don't. If you don't want to ink it, you don't have to. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to add some hidden note paper to the inside of my pocket. Now, you can use note cards. You can use vintage paper. You can use tea-dyed paper. You can use notebook paper. You use whatever paper you have handy. I have pre-cut some squares of paper here, and I'm not even sure if these will fit yet, and I don't think they will. I'm just going to cut them down. So just cut them down to size. I'm just going to cut a little bit off of these. Let's see. So I hope everyone is doing well today. We have some beautiful weather here today. I would like to get out and take a walk at some point. That would be nice. All right, so I just cut some off of this. Didn't go all the way through, so I'll just use my scissors to finish that off. No problem. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my scissors to chop the rest of that off. Now, the fun part, I'm gonna take my glue. I tell you, glue should not be this much fun. I'm just enjoying my art glitter glue. So I'm just gonna look, you see how fast that was? It just came straight to the top. I'm loving on this. All right, so I'm gonna add some glue there to the top. And then I'm just gonna add a sheet of that scrap paper. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Add some glue to the top. And then I'm just gonna add another sheet of paper. And then one more. Okay. Some glue to the top. And some paper. All right. If you want your pages to look a little bit grungy, a little bit aged, you can add some ink to this as well. Okay, but you don't have to. Okay, so now we have our little packet of paper. And now we're going to take that smaller piece, the third, which is going to be the top of your packet, and you're going to put some glue on the inside. You're going to put it on both sides, on the bottom and the top. Okay. Okay, and once that is done, take your pack of paper and you're going to stick it in to the top of that. Just like that. Add some pressure. Try to get it as straight as possible. Okay. And you're going to open the bottom just like this. And you're going to stick your paper pad right inside. And there you have it. Now, if your paper is a little bit too long and it won't close all the way, just cut some off the bottom and it'll fit just fine. Bless you.
Thank you.
It'll fit just fine. So, okay. So there you have it. And really simple. And all you have to do now is embellish it so you can pretty much do whatever you like. We can make this a simple one and just add a cute little flower. I have these cute little flowers I found from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to add one here just for some interest. Isn't that cute? And look how cool. And these are little things that you can add into your junk journal or any sort of journal that you like to make. And I'll try to give you an example of what it looks like in an actual journal. This is a journal that we made together at some point last year, and I will link it below if you missed that video. But so here's a journal, a shabby chic journal, of course. I'm trying to find a page that I can use. Give me 1 second. Sorry. All right. So here's a page. And all you're gonna do is find a cute little paper clip or what have you, and just paper clip it to the side. And so if you have a space in your journal that you don't want people to see, you have a little hidden pocket there. So let's see if I can find a paper clip. Here's one. So how cool is that, right? Just paper clip it in. Simple and easy. And boom. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have not yet, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I am actually doing a 1.5K subscriber challenge right now, and I would love for you to be part of it. It doesn't matter if you are a new crafter or if you've been crafting for years. I would love for you to take part in it. I will link all related videos below. My video that tells about the 1.5K subscriber challenge, I will link that one below, as well as maybe the flip throughs of these shabby chic journals and any other thing that relates. But guys, thank you so very much for your time. I do appreciate you all, and until next time, I hope that each and every one of you have a super fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. All right, take care. Bye.